Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, where we, as you see, are going to go on with this wonderful little Void Crusade we have. The next mission is going to be a mission against a Alpha Legion Vanguard, and it is going to be a rescue. Completing this mission will unlock the following bonuses: upcoming Void Crusade missions, increased damage versus chaos engines, very cool. So yeah, so far we have the following bonuses: increased damage versus chaos engines. That is very neat indeed, since okay, that is heavy, since we are going to engage them engines properly. So let's jump into it.
Transfer complete. Teleportarium locked down. As far as I know, all the Imperials who asked for immediate help have been found. I fed the coordinates to your tactical sensorium. Save as many of these unfortunate devils as you can. But for what greater or darker purpose, I wonder.
Will do, and that we are going to try out. The good part is, if you have not seen the last couple of episodes, I think 2 of the last episodes, we actually lost, at least, since we were off.
Unit under distress relieved. Find the rest of the survivors.
Since the enemies were actually in heavy armor, which led to the point that at least for normal enemies, it took ages to take them down. Even the little rebels, it was just insane. And then, of course, you are going to use more inoculators, and when facing a bigger kind of enemies, not only champions, but well, actually champions, then that's absolutely insane, since they have so much damage reduction that you can't really do much against them. So that is now going to be a little bit easier, obviously, although the Chaos Champion there, as you have seen, has done a multitude of damage, which is absolutely insane again. But he is down. Hopefully he's not going to explode. The nasty thing about that guy was, of course, the AoE damage he would do to the front or to the targets all around him. Not very good. So what I've actually noticed, I am right now not certain whether that is because we were actually pulling the enemies with our character and not let our constructs just engage the enemy, that we were actually the target of the enemies, which is not very good, since we don't have so much HP as a
Unit under distress relieved. Find the rest of the survivors.
As for example the Crusader classes have. That is of course very not so good for us, and then we can quickly be taken down by some enemies. And please, could you focus on the champion? That might help us out to not losing too many of our wonderful constructs. But as you can see, it is always not that good if a couple of champions are going to attack us. Then we are in a world of hurt, and so to say, I can be a little bit lucky that we have them Imperial Guardsmen around us, which of course well, make the enemies not attack us, or not all enemies attack us, but the constructs. That is very cool. So now let's, maybe the sniper is a valid target as well, and then the champion. And so far I think we haven't lost too many of our guardsmen. That is very neat indeed, and makes it a little bit more easy for us. Okay, this one taken down as well. This one, okay, good. One shot, and oh, okay, we pulled a couple more enemies. No problem at all. They are going to be easily taken down. Nice. So we are just around the next or the last group to save. Luckily, it survived not the ambush but the attack of these enemies here. Very, very good. And I am not certain what that was there, whether there were a couple, whether I didn't see the skulls or the trap on the ground, and that led to this wonderful little, well, ambush there of the enemy. That is all I can say there. Okay, good. Alpha Legion sniper down as well, down as well. Nice, 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 nice. To the left, yes, and going through them trap mines. Very, very professional as well. So then this is actually good that we can put a second mission inside this episode, and guys, we are then going to see us in the overview screen. So completing the mission will unlock the following bonuses for upcoming Void Crusades. We get +3 reduced damage from taken from Chaos Engines. Great, although in the last mission we haven't faced any Chaos Engine so far, but they are going to come up in one of the next episodes, I am very, very certain. So then we will get we have 4% increased damage versus Chaos Engines, and let's hop into it.
Worlds, 100,000 walls. There is no respite. There is nowhere to hide. Across the galaxy, there is only war.
Yes, indeed. So this is actually a well, not actually a purge. It's a purge on a infested station, which means not to 100%, I think, but it is pretty oftentimes the case that we are facing a Chaos Engine, at least when we do a purge against a Chaos Legion Vanguard, that there's going to be a Chaos Engine in the end to fight against. This times it is not going to be a with the other purges. For example, against the World Bearers, then it's always a Hellbrute if there is a bigger enemy, so to say. And I assume in this episode it is going to be a Khorne Demon Engine. Very, very nice, although I'm not 100% certain if we do 2% plus damage against Chaos Engines. Do Demon Engines count as them? I think so, but that we probably are not going to find out. But well, let's just simply go on here, take down the Bodyguard, and then focus on the Skull Taker. And what I've noticed right now is that actually there are a couple of AoE damage things which is shredding our little guys. That is not very good. Especially with enemies you really have to take down. In a purge, of course, it's a mission where you have to kill all of them enemies, which means you can't skip them. Don't get me wrong, this is not complaining at all.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Set basic. Follow and protect order to the survivors.
And that is very, very good. So we have a couple of bonus DPS give us, plus they not only give us bonus DPS, but they actually can soak up some damage when we are a little bit in trouble, when all of our constructs are down and we maybe can't resummon them. Then they of course soak up damage as well, which is very, very much appreciated. So I'm a little bit surprised. Okay, we did not have cleared out half of the map, but that I'm a little bit surprised that there are, it seems to be that there are quite a lot of enemies. As you can see, they are not the most powerful enemies at all, but there haven't been many missions where I needed to resummon our constructs so damn often. But well, that's just it. So we have not even killed a quarter of the enemies. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a couple of horde kind enemies as well. That always is possible, which would mean that is the case why the enemy counter is not dropping so heavily like we are actually used to it. And speaking of the hordes, one is already incoming, and now the bar should very quickly drop actually. Okay, and that was the reason why there were still so many enemies alive. Okay, good. Warhammer down. Flamers down. That is very good as well, since Flamers are the certain death to our little small constructs. And now we are finally nearly at half of the enemies killed. That is what I see very gladly, to be honest. Okay, Berserker down. Those enforcers down as well. We don't need bonus enemies. Wait. Not really. Bloodletters down. These possessed are sometimes doing AoE damage, which is sometimes very surprising, as he just did there, and took down again all our vivisectors. That is not very nice, actually. And another horde, nice. Because that means the enemy bar is dropping very quickly. Okay, they are down. To the other side we go. And then we have cleared. Okay, then it is not going to take too long until we are through. And the next little horde. Nice! So they are down. Let's take those guys down as well. And gone they are. Rosarius I pick up. And you have seen the fire on the ground and how quickly it took down the vivisectors. Very insane indeed. I think what we already noticed is that actually through the guardsmen around us we deal a little bit more damage. I hope the flamer's not going to attack us. Good. So, Geoforged Enforcers obviously has a lot of HP, fun fact. Or at least we don't do that much damage with our wonderful weapon. I am going to focus a little bit on the Trap Bolter. I guess we... Okay, yes, we need to resummon. They are down. Okay, good. This guy is down. So the last smaller groups coming up. I'm going to engage this group, and then I'm going to engage the group on the left side, since I guess when we are going to engage the one last big room, there will be some need for kiting the enemies. Of that I am very certain. And then it is quite good to have to have the opportunity to just fall back without the fear or without the constriction of actually pulling other enemies, which would then interfere and make it a little bit harder for you to survive. Alright, Psyker down. I like. I then am already going to open up the box to save us a little bit of time. Okay, got all of that, nice. Then let's quickly take down this group, and now we should soon get the counter that there are less than 8 enemies, less than 20 enemies remaining. What I do like, that I can tell you, is that actually this is not the most difficult mission we have ever played, but at certain points, like now, we don't want to die, since this is a bloody crusade mission where we have a overall life counter. But this mission is not the most
You are no astonishment, but you can certainly fight, Inquisitor.
what I like, it is not the most hard mission we have ever, or the most challenging mission we have ever played, but in the end, we had a couple of moments where we really dropped very, very low in HP, so a little bit troublesome, it seems. Down, down, down. They are goners as well, and then let's see whether we are going to fight a bigger enemy here as well or not. Oh yes, a Blood Slaughter Impaler, and here we need to be very, very careful. It would be useful to actually kill all the surrounding enemies before we take care of the big guy. Once we can all our constructs can concentrate on him, it is going to be a little bit easier, but until that point we need to be very, very careful and resummoning them constructs all the time. Okay, I think most of our constructs are currently attacking, which is good. We need to resummon the Vanguard or the tanky guy. That is very, very good. So far he lost half of his HP, which is not that bad. Anyhow, I mean, it's always, if you think about it, it is Imperial Guardsmen are of course Imperial citizens. Always using them is not very great, but in the end it is in-game, so they soak up a little bit of damage, which is good for us, because then the Chaos Engine is not doing damage to us, and that is what I like. So only 5,000 HP remain, not too much, that is good. And down it is. Okay, good, it explodes, and I didn't run into the explosion.
Once again, the enemies of the Imperium failed miserably.
And that, guys, sadly enough already brings us to the end of this episode, and you know it, in the next episode we are of course going to go on with the Void Crusade. Maybe, just maybe, we can even fit in 2 missions, but let's find out in the next episode how hard the first mission is going to be. For now, you know it, guys, I really, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please, guys, give me a little thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.